It's alleged that between February and August last year, Petros Kalisarad stalked Labor member for Keppel, Brittany Lawger. His defence has argued that around that time, Kalisarad was investigating the circumstances in which the Lawgers obtained a $250,000 loan from Wayne Lawger's previous employer, Hutchinson Builders. Hutchinson's built the Lawgers' home. The court heard that budget overruns put them in debt to Hutchinson's, and the company allowed the Lawgers to pay back the debt via an unsecured, interest-free loan. Mr Lawger resigned from Hutchinson's last year. Mr Kalisarad's defence argued the interest-free loan was an unusual arrangement, which prompted Mr Kalisarad to question whether Hutchinson's decision was influenced by Ms Lawger's government position. Kalisarad's defence last week sought a subpoena, which would oblige Hutchinson's to hand over documents from Mr Lawger's time with the company. Last Thursday, Hutchinson's lawyers told the court the arrangement is not unusual, and to suggest anything untoward between the government and the company is outrageous. Today in court, the magistrate said the issue was whether the documents were relevant to Mr Kalisarad's defence against the stalking allegations. The magistrate determined they were relevant, telling the court, "It is reasonable, I find, for the defendant to test the credibility of the complainant with respect to the issues pertained to construction costs and departure. There is a possibility that the defendant may suffer some forensic disadvantage if the documents are not produced." The magistrate added, "This is not a fanciful possibility." In granting the subpoena, the magistrate said he hoped this new development will not delay Mr Kalisarad's court case over the stalking allegations, which will resume December 14. Outside court, Mr Kalisarad defended himself against any imputation that he may have colluded with the LNP to damage Ms Lawger's election campaign. Last Friday, Ms Lawger said serious questions needed to be asked over who was funding Mr Kalisarad's legal fees.
Well, I can assure you I'm not colluding with anyone. I've pleaded not guilty because I haven't committed an offence, and I have a right to defend the charge. I think serious questions need to be asked about government contractors giving members interest-free loans up to $250,000.
Andrea Crothers, Win News.